EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start the drive with Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now here's another carry for Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Harris running straight ahead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20.
He will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Let's go.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They run for it with Harris. Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Pickett now from the gun here.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They hand this off to Harris, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From
from the shotgun. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Wilson will throw again. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken right around the 44. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. Little lead to a fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
This is Harris. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. Flushed out right. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They'll get 34 yards there.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Again, Gordon trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson forced out to his left. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On first down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Open man Hamler. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. Play action. It's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Here's Harris. Running right through him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run again with Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Fryermuth, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Wilson on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action now. Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Wilson will throw again. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll run it with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Pickett back to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Throwing now is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Wilson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Now McManus for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we get to see the debut of the brand-new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime, got Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. Pickett now from the gun here. Completing it to the right, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Remember, all they need is a field goal here, but the offense still on the field, 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Williams again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
It'll go. It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you get a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The Broncos going to continue on as we say so long, everybody, and thanks for watching.